So you've been blowing up with the success of Atlanta, with Deadpool 2. So I have to imagine you're getting many more projects thrown your way than you did before.
Yeah.
How has that change been for you, and how do you pick the projects that you want to do next?
Yeah. It's honestly, it's a dream to be able to have options. I definitely, I think most actors have to, and I was in this position too. You just sort of take whatever you get, and it's just a privilege to be able to work. And so, sort of the last, I guess, 2 years, I've suddenly had the luxury of having choice and having option, and it's interesting because you really get tested, I think, for the first time of what do you want to put out, and what is actually important to you, and then also beyond that, finding out, are you financially motivated or not, and are you a networker or not, because sometimes, things will be led by, this is a good team you should get to know, or this is a good whatever you should get to know, but maybe you're not attached emotionally to the script. And so you have to kind of what am I going to prioritize in this moment right now? And I've found for myself, I think a bar that works well for me is it something that I would watch? And I don't know, it's really easy for me because I can identify pretty quickly, that's something I would genuinely be interested in or not. And if not, then I'm like, I don't need it. And beyond that also, I think there's a lot of I don't know, you read a bunch of scripts, and you're like, okay. And then I start thinking, am I getting too picky? And then you read something amazing, and you're like,
that's what you're
no, yeah, there's a reason. Screenwriting is hard because it's hard to make something amazing, and so trusting that, to continue to trust, you'll respond when you need to respond, and so that's hard too, You also don't want to go years. No, but I haven't been doing that. I've been working much. Yeah, exactly.
So you have the distinction of being one of the few actors who was a Marvel character and is now going to be in a DC movie.
Yeah.
So probably you can't tell us much. But
Yeah.
who is Sophie Drummond, and what was it like being on
Yeah. Okay. So I can't really talk about Sophie, but
what was it like playing her?
yeah. Well, we're still shooting actually, and it's been really lovely. Besides the fact that we're shooting in New York, which is great because I live there, so it's nice being home. I don't know, just working with Todd Phillips, he's incredibly intelligent, and it's interesting because we've been actually the script keeps sort of changing and moving, and the character keeps sort of shifting as well, and I haven't really had that to this extent, and so that's been really interesting, and also sort of just I just trust him, and I'm like, yes, let's just play, which is fun because it introduces sort of the element of play, and then even just working with Joaquin, he's somebody I really respect him as a performer so much, and to be able to watch him and sort of absorb what he's doing, as a young actress, I think is amazing. So.
And my final question is just, with you and Donald both living such busy lives, when are we going to get more Atlanta?
Well, that's everybody's big question. That's my question too. I mean, I think we're trying to shoot sort of the first third of next year.
Oh, okay. And is there any hope for
I'm
Van and
worried that this is just going to become
that can ever happen?
I did want to ask, well, they're going to try co-parenting, but I think all those things are slippery, so we'll see.
Best of luck to you and her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Hi.